Hi, estate plan attorney Brian Barboza, and today I'm going to discuss some tips on how to properly safeguard or store your estate plan. Before we get started, if estate planning is something that you want to discuss or talk more about, please feel free to give me a call or go to my website, barbozalaw.com, book an appointment to speak with me for free directly through the website. Okay, so what are some tips on how to properly store your estate plan? You know, you spent all this money, hired an attorney, create this beautiful estate plan. The attorney hopefully gave you a very nice organized binder with, your trust or your will, your powers of attorney, your advanced healthcare directives, maybe some general assignments of property, maybe a deed of trust, transfer deed of trust, or transfer deed to the trust. And it has all the original signatures on them. And so you really need to store this properly. And here's why. If, after you pass away, people cannot find your estate plan, then the estate plan perhaps doesn't exist. And then probate has to be opened and your property will end up going through a probate anyways. So it's really important that your estate plan can be obtained by either whoever is your designated power of attorney, or your successor trustee, or the executor of your will, or all the above. Okay, so here are some tips. Number one, first of all, don't store it just out in a place where anyone can just walk off with it, right? Don't keep it just on some random bookshelf in your living room or in a box with a bunch of other binders and books, okay? Someone's gonna probably walk off with it intentionally or accidentally. Either way, it could get lost. And that's a kind of worst case scenario. So don't just leave it out in the open. Okay, that's number one. But the flip side of that coin is you also don't want to store it in a place where no one can find it and no one can access it. So you probably don't want to necessarily put it in a locked safe or vault, or potentially not even in a safe deposit box at a bank, because number one, people may not know where to look. And number two, if they do know where to look, it's very tough for them to access those contents if they don't have the key or the code or access to a safe deposit box. So you also don't want to put it in a place where people can't find it, and you don't want to have it in a place where people can't access it. In addition, you want to have it in a place where, we live in an area, we've had a lot of wildfires. A lot of people, unfortunately, have lost their homes. And you probably want to have very important documentation in a place where, in the event, and if it's safe for you to get out of the house and still grab those documents like your estate plan, birth certificates, passports, etc. It's good to have it in a place where everything is kind of centrally located. So if you have like an office, maybe in a bookshelf or in a drawer in your office, somewhere where people would know to look for these things. So that's really it, kind of commonsensical. Don't just have it out in the open for someone to walk off with or for it just to randomly get lost, and also don't make it too hard for people to find and also to access. You don't have to share your estate plan with anybody, but whoever is the successor trustee or the administrator of your estate or your power of attorney, you should at least let them know where to look when it's time for them to go and access the estate plan. So make sure those individuals know where to look to get their hands on it. They don't need to know the contents of it if you don't want to share that with them, but it is important to communicate with those people. Okay, so that's it. A shorty but a goodie. I hope it was helpful. If estate planning is something you want to talk more about, please feel free to give me a call or go to my website, barbozalaw.com. Book an appointment to speak with me directly through the website. I hope you got something out of this video. Thank you for watching it, and have a good rest of your day. Take care. Bye.